What is this eagle nest cave diving? Some of us might be aware of this, but some of us don't know exactly what this is, and for them, in this video, we will see what cave diving really is. Welcome back to Adventure Uncovered. In today's video, we will see in detail what is Eagles' Nest cave diving. Is it something adventurous or something risky? Will people like such dangerous adventures? Has anyone gone there? To know all of this, continue watching the video without skipping. And before we get into the main point of the video, subscribe to our channel for more adventurous content. One of the riskiest sports in the world is cave diving. Because of the inherent difficulties of diving in the above environment, divers must complete considerable training to obtain their cave diving certification. Cave divers frequently encounter dangerous circumstances because they constantly try to test their limitations. Many fatalities occur each year in the gloomy chambers and narrow corridors of underwater caverns, despite the world's best efforts of modern technology and equipment. These are some of the world's most hazardous cave dives, several resulting in fatalities. Bird's Nest, West Central Florida's sinkhole is an expert cave diving location. One of the riskiest cave diving locations is Eagles Nest. The cave system has claimed the lives of many people. Large sticks are used to build Eagles Nest, which may also be lined with sod, moss, grass, plant stalks, lichens, or seaweed. Although larger nests exist, most are 3 feet deep and 4 to 6 feet in diameter. From above, Eagles Nest sinkhole does not appear to be anything remarkable. In fact, it resembles a swampy pond with green algae growing inside of it. The water in Eagles Nest must be glistening clearly or welcoming like other adjacent springs, like Buford Springs or Weeki Wachee, at least on the surface. But it's not, it's the antithesis of welcoming. It's cloudy. It appears to be inhabited by alligators. Both ticks and mosquitoes are there in swarms. There aren't many good excuses to linger. No spring boil or other indication that a magnificent natural beauty is hidden beneath the surface could ever be found. But it's heaven for select groups of skilled explorers who can reach Eagles Nest without danger. Eagles Nest is a magnificent, top-notch underwater cave system below the surface. The current weather has a big impact on Eagle Nest's visibility. The Florida aquifer's condition and the recent rainfall are all important factors. Tannins, a natural biological coloring type, can sometimes turn the water dark. Occasionally, when the circumstances are ideal, the water is gin clear and completely invisible. It feels wonderful and like another world. It's thrilling, scary, and alluring. There is an incident which happened in this spot. It was when a man went diving in the cave and never returned. According to Denise Maloney, a Hernando County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman, Charles Odom, 55, of Trinity, died on Sunday while diving at the sinkhole. Maloney recalled that Lura and Jones discovered Odom had become limp at a depth of about 100 feet after the group had revisited the cave's renowned ballroom, a vast underwater chamber. To properly decompress, they ascend more slowly, so they floated him to the surface. Getting his equipment ready to go into the truck, May noticed Odom's body floating to the surface. Odom could be extricated from the sea by May, but he was unconscious. First responders declared him dead at the site. At Eagles Nest, a lonely sinkhole surrounded by pines in the Chassahowitzka Wildlife Management Area in West Central Florida, 3 cave divers entered the water on October 16th. From the shore, it appears to be a typical pond. But when viewed from below, it has the appearance of a sink with a lengthy, stony drain that leads to a network of underwater tubes that extend to a depth of 300 feet. Eagles Nest, a seemingly ordinary pond in the Chassahowitzka Wildlife Management Area, is thought by some to be the Mount Everest of cave diving. However, beneath the water's surface, divers can explore a sinkhole that leads to a network of wide underwater passages that descend to depths of 90 meters or 300 feet. The chimney used to enter the nest leads to the main ballroom, a sizable cavern with deeper tunnels and crevices. Almost a dozen divers who overestimated their diving prowess have died on Eagles Nest, one of the world's most hazardous dives. These mishaps were caused by various things, such as failing to run continuous guidance, losing vision due to disturbed soil, equipment malfunctions, or not reserving enough gas for the ascent. All divers must register online before each dive, including filling out a liability release form. The extremely difficult and risky Eagle's Nest Cave Dive. Only those who are truly qualified professionals with years of expertise should even think about or try it. There is no safe part where you can orient yourself, making it quite simple to become lost. This cave is notorious and merciless. Local knowledge and first-hand experience is required, even among professionals. The Eagle's Nest cave system is highly congested in some areas. It's so small that divers must cram themselves through cramped passageways. Getting by with their equipment can take some effort and some time. The cave network also leads to enormous caverns in other places. Grandiose names like Ballroom, Super Room, and The Pit are given to them. The system is lovely, yet it's a beautiful danger. Due to its attraction, several unskilled and unprepared explorers have perished at this spot. According to a sign at the gate, it's run by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission with the collaboration of the Southwest Florida Water Management District, or WMD, and the US Fish and Wildlife Service. Eagle's Nest was off limits to the general public for several years due to diver fatalities and mishaps. These days, cave divers must properly certify and adhere to a registration system. For each dive, a diver must register. Nearly all of the roads that go to the Eagle's Nest are made of gravel. The conditions will undoubtedly alter depending on the rain and the maintenance level. The road is tough, even with the improvements. There are enormous potholes, and washboards will forcefully shake your car. In the event of an accident, a cistern might not be nearby. There could be poor or even no cell service, so be cautious. Hunters or other vehicles, potholes and road conditions should all be considered by drivers. Because it is so simple to get stranded, do not stray off of the road. Why do cave divers at Eagle's Nest run into problems? Eagle's Nest is a deep cave, so dealing with a problem there will take less time. Accidents can be caused by a wide range of things, such as failing to run a continuous guideline, the lines that divers set to help themselves navigate back to the open water, not keeping enough gas in reserve, using defective equipment, experiencing medical issues, or losing visibility due to the disturbing sediment on a cave's walls, floor, or ceiling. Of course, people go above and beyond what they've been trained to do. Because I don't know yet, I'm not claiming that any of these factors played any role in this disaster. An in-depth investigation will have to be conducted. You can see how the water carves the environment on these gorgeously scalloped walls deeper in the cave. The Super Room is another option. I'm certain it has that name because the first person to visit there certainly gasped and exclaimed, "Wow!" You enter through this narrow passage and ascend into a large room with layers of coloured clay and blue, white, grey and cream deposits like a layer of cake. Geologic time is visible when you examine their walls and strata. Few catfish enter these caves, so we do observe some life. Animals that have evolved to live in caves can also complete their whole life cycle in the total darkness of an underwater cave. For example, highly specialized species that thrive in this extremely food-scarce habitat include cave-adapted crayfish, which can live up to 200 years. These are snow white too. Their internal organs are visible from the outside of their bodies. And that begs the question, what can these unusual creatures tell us about evolution and survival? When you stop to think about it, humans have reached the Marianas Trench's bottom, space travel, and the topmost mountains. Though many would have you believe it, the age of exploration is still ongoing. There are still a lot of mysteries in the inner Earth and the outer space, and I find that so appealing. As a cave diver, picture yourself having the chance to explore and record a location that has never been explored. In this world, that privilege is unimaginable. Since 1981, at least 10 cave divers had died alone at Eagle's Nest. Cave diving is a notoriously risky activity. Several townspeople responded to the news by calling for the cave to be sealed to prevent more tragedies. Several questions remain unanswered while the Hernando County Sheriff's Office investigates the reasons for death. One of them is, what could entice divers to explore a murky, watery underworld after passing by a warning sign with a Grim Reaper's image? With that, we come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed it, then feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing adventurous content. Remember to share your thoughts in the comment section below, and you can feel free to watch some other videos from our playlist too. Thank you so much for watching yet again, and we'll see you in the next video.